in the way, cause I don't play clown. Book, take that with you on the way down. Up in the way, cause I don't play clown. Book, take that with you on the way down.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal.
And what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in. Not the ideal one that we want them to live in. Not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there.
Me an animal. I eat a fake motherfucker like a cannibal. And I don't even understand how he got that far. Cause every time he write a rhyme, it's about his goddamn car. You know the top 10 hottest in the fucking game? Well, 8 of them niggas fucking lame. It's a fucking shame how y'all put them on a pedestal. But I figure you ain't got nothing better to do.
Pinky ring up to the moon. Ain't girl, I'm so damn into you. I'm done with these models and done with these bottles. Girl, I'm just trying to talk to you. We don't have to go to the room, but girl, best believe if we do, that we getting hot at the bottles, my party, so yeah, but that sound like the truth. And we can go as far as you want to, cause ain't nobody finna stop you. D&D bumping out of this water, when we fornicating back at the time. Then I remember go off on my phone, I pick up to you saying you home alone. I hop in the whip, and I ship the 6 on the wrist of the post, because I know that it's going down tonight. Let's fuck it up now, just maybe go round, cause we in the clouds tonight. I'm tryna show you the time of your life, so girl, let you down tonight. Let's go a few rounds tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, and what's it gon' cost? Let's play your signs tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? Let's play your signs tonight. It's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. So many missed calls, I understand why you was pissed off. Let me explain for a minute before you start jumping to conclusion. I really don't understand why you doing this. Chill for a minute, let me explain this. I'm sorry for all the attention I ain't paying. All of this time to give you brain, yeah, I paid it. The only one to do better than a man shit. Yeah, you baby, all day, baby. You be in my mom, best believe I ain't playing. Stay up on my grind just for you is what I'm saying. Make a move for you, be in my scripture on the daily. So maybe be less insecure, cause you the best and that I can ensure. Like Geico, when you progressive that I can't ignore. My A1, you my lady, and that's for sure, so stop it. Ready your head just to go and pop shit off. Also bitches that ain't even really jocking, dog. You tripping, baby, I ain't even got no options, though. But if I did, I make my pickles, you could bleed me. Oh, goddamn, you don't understand it. When I be with you, be begging cause I'm damaged. So you hit me down before I hit them blessings. You fucking up the ground like a bandit. Play vacation, motivation. Keep me in the studio, see deprivation. Got me going crazy, though. My body shaking. Think about that body and the love we making faces. We was meant to be together forever and never, for worse or for better. And poor with each other, it don't matter. You was ruining my grind, and my pockets fat. A house with a glass, wonderful. Let's get shot out tonight. Let's fuck it up now, just maybe go round, cause we in the clouds tonight. I'm tryna show you the time of your life, so girl, let you down tonight. Let's go a few rounds tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? Let's play your signs tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight. I'm lost in the sauce, so what's it gon' cost? Let's play your signs tonight. It's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down, it's about to go down tonight.
All right. How y'all doing? How y'all doing this Sunday? Welcome to Shame Sunday. Mrs.SheSaid. Hope everybody is doing well. Appreciate y'all popping in. Hit that like button on your way in or out. It is appreciated. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hope y'all ready. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Don't sound like fighting words to me. Don't sound like fighting words to me. Ladies, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's like when we was young, when we was in our teenage years, we got to go knock on the doors. Ladies, it's a problem. It's a fucking problem. Y'all know? Do you know? Enough is enough. Tired of these boys wanting to be girls, acting fools out here with their delusion. Them sound like fighting words to me. The fuck? I'm gonna have to get off Facebook, so you know, because it's gonna get a little, they're gonna cut me off. So y'all come on over to YouTube and we can get a little explicit. I ain't gotta watch my mouth even on Sunday. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna talk about it today. Enough is enough. Appreciate y'all being in the building. Take Heed is in the building. I appreciate you, sister. Got a new sub. You all appreciate it. She got fire content. Y'all need to go over there and check it out. She be spitting some knowledge and some wisdom so we can create some understanding with the bullshit that's going on around here. Y'all think the shit funny. Y'all think the shit funny. Shit ain't funny. Enough is enough. Lady Nevo is in the building. How you doing, love? I hope your church session was well today. If you're still there, pray for me. They'll probably come after me after this. I don't care. Let's Talk Live is in the building. Not missing it today. Them sound like fighting words to me. Goddamn problem. Not blue, that's okay. Hit that like anyway. Take heed to the messages in the building, Mr. Vaughn Bryant. Appreciate you popping in. Y'all share with any of the ladies that y'all think they may feel the same type of passion I'm feeling right now. Enough is enough, ladies, women, females. Enough is enough. Sophisticated Grizzly is in the building. Peace, family. Peace. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all share this shit. Red Lipstick Vibes is in the building. Where the vibe is always positive. Since you are missed. It needs to be right. Hello. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous out here. I'm tired of this shit. Sarah is in the building. Welcome, sis. Hope everything is all well up there in the ADK. Okay. All the way down from Florida, all the way to the top of the USA. Got my peoples in the building. I appreciate y'all. The gloves are off. The gloves are off. The boys that want to be girls are coming for us, ladies. It's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. It's getting a little ridiculous now. Shame. Shame on us all for supporting the bullshit. And now we're not speaking up for nothing. Shame. It's a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by your goddamn consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Shit getting crazy and foolish. A loss of respect or esteem and dishonor. The boys that want to be girls have no respect for us. The natural kind. God created. A person's actions and or situations that brings a loss of respect and honor. You got to give that shit in order to get it, especially when you're not real. You're walking around in this fucking society pretending and thinking we all supposed to live in your fucking reality. Crazy. Sounds like insanity to me. But we've been coddling this shit for a long time because I think a lot of you women admire that men want to be like women to some degree. You think the shit is cute. Live in your lie all you want, but there's plenty of us who are walking around in reality. And somebody may not agree with your fucking agenda, and it is what it is. Don't be so offended. Why are you? Because you know you're living a fucking lie. Huh? I grew up a little girl. I'm going to put this on hold for a second. I got a young one coming in. Send y'all to a commercial real quick. See the screen.
You might, too much, 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 too much, you might, too much, too much, you might, too much, you might, too much, too many crabs in a barrel, but I'd rather hang around family and battle. It's too much, too many dripping in sauce, and I ain't hating on nobody, they can get lost. It's too much, trying to help a nigga out, the only thing they care about is internet cloud. It's too much, niggas sounding like each other and they all dead wrong, they don't even get along. Too much, you might, 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 too much, too much, you might, too much, you might, too much drip, you might slip, 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 too much.
Okay, great. Appreciate y'all staying. So you know a woman is an adult female. It's an adult female. A female is a denoted that the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs distinguished biologically by the production of gametes, ova, that can be fertilized by male gametes. It's biology. Nothing you do can change that. We're going to go back in our timeline because this is not a conversation that we did not have before. So the mic is muffled. 1 2 1 2. Let me get this straight before that. 1 2 1 2. We don't want muffling. Make sure I'm not smothering the mic. 1 2 1 2. 1 2. Switch. One, two, 1 2. How that sound? Bring it on in. Hope y'all well. 1 2 1 2. Yeah. Okay. So this how we sound. Oh, can't have that. All right. Shame Sunday, enough is enough, y'all. Enough is enough. Like I said, we talked about this before. Echo. 1 2 1 2. I'm everyone. Still a little. 1 2. Hello.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Mr. Moderator.
I think that's it.
Husband moderator. Let's see. 1 2 1 2. All right, y'all. This ain't a topic we ain't visit before. She's gonna go back in the timeline real quick. Show y'all something.
You might, too much, you might, too much, you might, too much.
Definition of women changes. So I'll give y'all another question. I'll give y'all a scapegoat question. Are women winning? Mrs. Harris.
I would say no. If Caitlyn Jenner got the Woman of the Year award, I would say no. We are absolutely pandering this shit. That should have been an uproar for us.
That question.
Y'all wasn't mad? Wasn't an uproar in the audience alone? All the women in the audience sat back, clapped, cheered, parade, and all of that. The beginning of the fucking delusion that we all have to live in. Shit ain't okay. And I think he's a great representative for their people because he admits, I'm a man and I'm always going to be a man. Like, men shouldn't play in women's sports. So this old new modern day trans delusion, it's becoming a much, right? They want to own periods. They don't think we own them. And, just the rhetoric is crazy. It's crazy.
And when a real woman speaks up about it, they throw mad hate and shade and insults and all kind of foolery. And we sit back and allow it. We're not supporting our sister. Jess, hilarious. We're not supporting her. Right? The pandering and coddling is ridiculous. Okay? You're walking around pretending and that's what it is. And everybody does not have to live in that lie. What's good for you ain't good for everybody else. As long as we all respect the human decency and not attack one another, then be fine. But parading it and thinking someone ain't going to check that shit or say something or not like it or disapprove and it's a problem. Shame. Sounds like your own fucking shame and your own guilt for the choices that you're making. Because it's a goddamn choice. Okay? And it's an expensive goddamn choice. Let's continue.
Oh, let me just get this straight. In the last few years, a biological male has been named Woman of the Year on several magazine covers. A biological male is referenced as a top-ranking female in our White House. A biological male was named the NCAA Women's Swimmer of the Year. A biological male is making tens of thousands of dollars being the face of womanhood for Nike, for Tampax, for Bud Light, for Kate Spade, and countless other companies. A biological male took home the award for Best Actress at the Golden Globes. Are we really still trying to make the case that feminism supports women when the feminists are completely silent and or cheering on biological men taking over the space of women? Somebody spell this out for me.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Be roll for that, baby.
Shit is ridiculous. I stand with Jess. I gotta let that shit sink in. Ladies, females, adult women. Shit is getting real out here. It's a problem. It's a lot of town hall meetings, a lot of congressional meetings discussing this particular topic. And the real women are not upset. And the way they think is, we're insulted and, we got a whole bunch of issues and we're unhappy and insecure. We got a whole, y'all. Oh, for boys who grew up to want to be women, telling us what we are, what we think and feel and shit. Let's listen to Caitlyn.
Kendall Jenner wishes Happy Father's Day to her trans female dad, Caitlyn Jenner. The supermodel shared their snaps from the old days when Caitlyn was still a man, Bruce. Is it okay to still call Caitlyn a dad after she transitioned into a woman? Here's her own take.
I'm certainly not their mother. They said, well, Dad, what do we call you? And I thought for a second. I said, Dad. I'm your father. I've always been your father. I will always be your father. I will die your father. So I have no problem with you whatsoever calling me Dad.
Truth. Right? This is a almost 70-something-year-old man who chooses to live this life, and he absolutely understands the reality of what he's doing. It's quite respectable that his children wanted to know if you would prefer to be called mom, but no, I'm not living in that delusion. I'm your fucking dad. I am a man. I am your father. I'm just presenting myself to the world as a woman because this is how I feel most comfortable, and that's okay for me. But if somebody sees him walking on the street and ask, are you a real girl? For you to be offended, that's your own shame and your own guilt. Because I'm a real woman. And I've been asked that. And I've never want to beat somebody up. I've never felt insulted. That was my time to answer it, honestly, and educate, especially when a child is asking. A child asked me that. A 10-year-old little girl turned around, seen me in the pharmacy and said, with no hesitation, are you a real girl? I kind of chuckled and smiled a little bit. Like, it's amazing. So now we want to lie to the children too. Because, a lot of parents, we don't take time to educate and, take that teaching moment with our children to explain things. We're ashamed of it to even say it right in front of that person. If I was, a trans woman, that would have been the perfect time to educate her. But I did, I said, no, I'm a real girl. I have 4 biological children who came out of my womb. And we laughed about it. But she asked. We cannot continue to allow this delusion to torment our children. Okay? Because I remember being a little girl. Like I tell y'all, self-reflection is very important. I remember growing up next to 2 boys and wanting to be like them, wanted to be tough like them. And the world showed me in TVs and, movies how docile girls are and, weak. And they get taken advantage of and, all of the negative things. But I also saw all of the positive things and the inspirational things that women were. So it was up to me to create my own dynamic of who I personally was going to be. And this is everybody's walk in life, right? So we're not beating up on anybody, but when you want to disrespect the reality, the definitions, the terms, the phrases, add a whole bunch of shit in, create this dynamic where it's all this fear and hate and phobic and come on, man. It is what it is. And enough is a fucking enough. Moderator, let's get a little stitch from what happened with Miss Jess. Started this shit.
I mean, when the transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods, that they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you, so you can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Hello. Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us? Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey. We the only ones that can give birth. We make y'all people. We make y'all. Y'all come from us. You can't be us. You will never. You're chasing something you'll never, ever get. You'll never be that.
Like, hello? I mean, when...
Shout out to Jess. Was she lying? Was she lying? Was she lying? I don't care what you do. I don't care how much hormones you take, how many surgeries you have. You may give the illusion, but you will never biologically be a female. When they dig your ass up 40 years from now, they're going to dig up male bones. Okay?
You know who the daddy that chocolate baby is?
It may show implants in different parts of your body for them to, distinguish whether you were a trans woman or not. But the delusion is real. Did y'all skip science in school? Did we all not go to biology? The anatomy of? It's quite important. But we come from families and we have a lot of women who have pandered this behavior. It's okay to be who you are. You want to be flamboyant and pretend? Everybody ain't going to like it. It's not about them liking it, but everybody ain't going to live in your reality. And then your whole world is shooken apart when it's questioned or you're doubted. Somebody should have told you, because it's a choice. choosing to live outside of what God gave you. Oh yeah. It's always going to be some effects. Always. And it's a shame that you don't have the community giving them all of the pros and the cons, because there's a lot of negative outcomes to these things.
Shame on you.
Mastectomies. Foreign vaginas that never heal. Okay? That open wound won't never heal. Ours is natural. It is what it is. Knowledge is power.
Old school, new school, need to learn though.
And the trans community need to understand that they are just a commercial product. It's being sold to you. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. A forever client. A forever client. Okay? Meds, surgeries, repeated surgeries. Things go wrong, you're a repeated customer, my nigga. My boy, my son. That hurts your fucking feelings. It's reality. You're a goddamn boy. Now, somebody just blatant being disrespectful, but the reality is the reality, whatever it is. I'm tired of fucking throwing disclaimers and making excuses and, you know, this situation, that situation. Y'all put us all together. Y'all getting all put together. It's disrespectful. And we all ain't taking that shit. And I'm one. I never had to fight somebody for them calling me a lesbian or a butch or insinuating that I like pussy. Never felt offended, shamed, or guilted by it. Married and everything. Always a woman hitting on me. So you're obviously feeling some shame and some guilt for the choices that you're making in your life. Conscious fucking choices. What's up, y'all? Y'all all right out there? Dawn Harden, I see you in the building. The White School Podcast, I see you in the building. I appreciate you. Enough is enough, ladies. Enough is enough. We need to speak up. A woman is a goddamn woman. It ain't a man or a boy that has surgery to be a woman. The best thing for y'all is to live in your transparency, okay? Keep your label, because that's what you are. And the truth shall set you the fuck free. But when you try to walk around deceiving and being deceitful to everybody, somebody ain't gonna take that shit. Somebody ain't gonna like it. And there's a lot of men that will find it quite disrespectful to put them in a position to where they're lusting for a man who's presenting himself like a woman. Okay? Has nothing to do with being phobic. Yeah, I'm phobic that I'm gonna stick my dick in a man-made vagina or a shithole by accident because you're deceiving me.
That, baby.
Everybody ain't good. Just like it ain't a whole bunch of good women, it ain't a whole bunch of good trans women. You're out here doing a whole bunch of fuckery and foolery. All right, moderator. Thank you.
The transphobia just comes out, the audacity and just the
audacity, phobia. Ain't nobody scared of what? Fear of what? You don't want me. I don't want you. What is the problem? What is the fear? I'm confused because you can never bear children. And the man that wants you, they want you. We don't want them. The fuck? I don't understand.
Phobia just comes out, the audacity.
We had a whole.
Got it. Now you can got it too. The fucking audacity. Now in a can.
And just the arrogance for cis women to believe that they own periods.
Own? Biologically, we have them. Okay? And if you were a real woman, you would understand the distress and the strain that a little girl goes through coming through in her puberty. The audacity of you, man, talking this nonsense. We don't possess or own anything, but it belongs to us.
That they own womanhood. You don't. Okay, you don't own periods. You don't own womanhood. You experience both, and both are different for every person. But as a cis woman, it doesn't belong to you. So you.
It is absolutely different for every girl. Absolutely. But a little boy can't tell a girl what it feels like. Okay. So, just the rhetoric is amazing to me. That you are pretending here, being a woman and trying to explain anything about being a goddamn woman, y'all. Are you kidding me? Man, boy, child, where's your mother? Audacity.
He rolled for that, baby.
Now I'm insulting. That's what I'm doing. Yes, I am. You don't like it? Click the button.
Can't gatekeep it. Like, hello?
Hello. Who the fuck is gonna stand up for us?
Who? We talk about it all the time. Black men don't stand up for black women. Where the fuck y'all at? Where y'all standing up at? Y'all standing up for her? Because when I be in the comments, it's amazing. It's a lot more support for these trans women than it is for real women. What's going on here? We want to see each other fail? Huh? It's not okay. Y'all support everything. Support your own plight. This is amazing.
What's wrong with you, Jess?
No, I don't care, because we need to stop coddling women. You see, Ebony said stop coddling men. We need to stop coddling, as a woman, we need to stop coddling these women when they are, they fall so deep in delusion, and then they try to play it on, faith in God. Oh no, my marriage, you're supposed to work at your marriage. You're not supposed to walk away from your husband. God don't want us to be delusionally stupid either.
Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference is you don't have a straitjacket on. Stop talking out your fucking ass. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We the only one that fucking bleed, honey.
A lot of projection of their own self-hate. Like, because you can't be something that you want to be. It's delusional. Okay? And if that's what you choose to do, to be a man, walk in the life as a woman, do that. But yeah, no, you can't just take over our definition. Yeah, it's not. No. And it's a fight. It's not just here in America, y'all. I visit a lot of little news broadcasts in other countries. Yeah, it's going down. So I better get on the fucking board. What side you on? What side you on? I don't know if we advocate for us as much as we should. The way we are still dying on the table, having children, and the lack of advocacy we have for hidden reproductive ailments is shameful. Women should not have to go 10, 11 goddamn years to find out that they have some horrible stuff that can kill them in 6 months. They're allowing this shit to go down, y'all. Y'all better pay attention to what's happening in your community. Paris Dunbar's in the building. Welcome. Appreciate you popping in. Ricky is in the building. Hey, Jackie. Jackie made it through. I hope you are doing well, sister. Shit is crazy out here. Enough is enough. We shouldn't have to fight to stay in our lane, women, females.
Jackie checked in. Jackie said, I agree with Jess. And why the attack, real men? We are at war.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Ricky said,
Shame. Shame.
Don't think I'm just in the fight for men. I've always been in the fight for us. We need to get our shit together. You see what the fuck is going on? We need to get our shit together. Always swaying. We don't know which side we want to be on. Get it together with your indecisive ass. Indecisive ass. I'm not saying go out there and be disrespectful, but this shit right here, say your piece. Make it be known. This shit like this need to go viral. Moderator, hit me with a video.
Who the fuck stands up for us? And us, I mean women, real women, biological women, women who were born with all the parts that you guys wish that you were. When does the delusion stop? What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? What's the only difference?
You know, I find it funny that people are even asking questions about who stands up for cisgender women when you have men that are out here killing us based off of the opinions of cisgender women every single day. Cisgender women are not under attack from the facts of the matter that there are some delusional trans women in the world, just like transgender women are not under attack because there are some cisgender women who believe that we are the devil incarnate. At the end of the day, that was the opinion of one person. And instead of having conversations where y'all talk about the nuances of the fact that one person should not be the spokesperson of the entire community, y'all love to use moments like this to share your real thoughts about how you really feel. And what you really feel, Jess, is that despite how many conversations that you've had with anybody, whether they've been good conversations, bad conversations, or indifferent conversations, you don't fuck with the girls because at the end of the day, your trauma tells you that a lot of motherfuckers see you as one of the girls. And so to continuously separate yourself from us, you have to go on these tirades every now and again to prove that you are a real woman. If you own womanhood, sis, move in that, sit in that, because it's unshakable. Obviously, you're shaken. Stop being shook.
That's one thing we don't have to self-proclaim. We don't have to proclaim it. We don't have to proclaim it. It is what it is. Who cares who's questioning it? But what's funny to me, it became the men's fault. The men are killing them because, you know, because us women, real women are giving them a bad name. Not that their behavior is getting them caught up in some bullshit. Y'all out here fucking lying, pretending to be a woman, and some real men don't like that shit. They don't like that shit. They find it quite disrespectful. And y'all have a problem with that. Everybody is not living in that reality, and then they are homophobic if they don't like. You got to be kidding me.
Shame on you.
They don't like boys dressed up as fucking women. That's the reality of it. Has no fear. Yeah, it's fear of putting their dick in something that's not a real vagina. Okay? That doesn't have reproductive system. It's not okay. Now, to be transparent and express that I used to be a boy, but now I'm a girl, give them that option. But when you don't do that, listen, you're going to deal with the consequences behind that behavior. Don't blame us women, never creating any hate. It's reality. It's fucking truth. And everybody don't want to live in your shit. Okay? Do something about that, because everybody is not taking care of their stuff. So if it does not apply to you, let it fly. But a lot of you chicks out here. Trans before a word would imply that you weren't what you say you are.
Lying.
But when you want to take away the defined term for an adult female because you are living in whatever you're living in, your delusion, it's not okay. And our society is considering the shit. Our society is considering it, not just ours, but the world. The fuck is going on? I never had to walk around proclaiming anything, even being the extreme tomboy I was. Okay? Not something I gotta proclaim. I am a woman. It is what it is. And in the reverse, there's nothing I can do. I can make a penis, take all kinds of testosterone, get rid of my breasts. You're still gonna be a goddamn girl. Okay? When they dig up your fucking body, they're gonna dig up a woman's bones body. Yes, he is absolutely married. That person, Hope, is absolutely married to a man. Silence is acceptance. Silence is acceptance. Playing a very fucking horrible game right now with our children. Hey, Inya. Hope all is well, love. Enough is enough. We're playing a horrible game. Fighting for them shit's fighting words, man. Everybody ain't willing to live in that delusion, yo. And you got a whole bunch of trans in the community that don't agree with this shit. But you have some are absolutely going on their rants. Rants. You want to talk about hate? It's amazing. You want to talk about phobia? It's the fear of you never being a woman? Because you're going to have to constantly do stuff. It's a process. I watched whole Caitlyn go through the whole shit. And a nigga went through a whole process. And a lot of y'all transitioning over fucking night. Okay? With the bullshit. Stay in your own lane. Make a lane for yourself. Because all of y'all have, just like all us girls, right? We grew up differently. Everybody gets their period differently. Their hormonal flow. Everybody, we all went through our own stuff. And y'all too. Stay in your fucking lane. Why try to cross completely over into a lane that don't fucking belong to you? That's a problem. It's a problem. Moderator, let's get another Hope video responding to Jess. Because they coming for her. They coming for her. What y'all doing?
Hey, everybody. It is I, Hope Giselle, and I'm here to talk to you about something that's been on my mind a lot lately. And it's the fragility of some cisgender people when it comes to trans and gender nonconforming folks. Now, for those of you all who might not know, cisgender refers to people whose gender identity matches the sex that they were assigned at birth. And let me tell you, some cis folks can be pretty sensitive when it comes to anything that challenges their idea of gender and what it's supposed to be. I mean, we see it all the time, right? Someone refers to a trans woman as she, and suddenly it's like the world is ending. Or maybe a non-binary person will ask to be referred to by a different pronoun, and suddenly it's like they've committed a personal attack on the entire concept of gender. It's like some cis people are so invested on the idea of a strict gender binary for whatever reason, that anything that challenges it is seen as a threat. And that fragility can be really harmful to TJNC people who are just trying to live our lives and be our authentic selves. So, to all the cisgender folks out there, I'm not saying that you can't feel or be uncomfortable about these things at first. But what's never okay is to lash out or be defensive when someone asks you to use a different pronoun or respect their gender identity. Because at the end of the day, all of us have different things that we prefer. And all of those things should be respected as long as you're being respectful. Our lives and our stories are just as valid as those people who are not transgender, i.e. cisgender folks. So let's all try to move and be a little bit more sensitive to each other. It's not a one-sided argument, and it's not about trans people being able to get a one-up or a leg up or even special treatment. It's simply about kindness and respect for each other that we should have anyway. So think about it. Let's change the conversation and move the needle forward. And until then, have the day that you deserve, and I'll see y'all next time.
It's unique. It's unique how, you put a disclaimer and, not all, but then you group us all together and say we all think a kind of way or fear a certain kind of way, or, it's amazing to me that boys want to tell women how they think, how we should respond. The fuck out of here.
He rolled for that, baby.
Lies, a lie's a lie. The disrespect is becoming a bit much. She's getting a lot of pushback. Jess Hilarious is getting a lot of pushback. So, this is going to show me who's going to run with her. I'm going to support her. The gloves are off. And I don't speak for all women. I absolutely do not. But the audacity, not just of them, of this society, the disrespect. Y'all ain't had enough? Huh? All the women awards in the last few years have been gone to men, my niggas. Men. I don't see no news articles about it. I don't see nobody in no uproar. We all support. Stay in your lane. No, have a trans fucking award. Why not? We have the first this and the first that and the first this and the first that. Y'all contribute enough to society to have your own lane and be rising and shining in that shit. But to step over and I also want to be disrespectful, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I'm raising 3 fucking females in here and the world ain't gonna be fucking cool. It's looking crazy. Y'all indecisive asses. Pick a fucking lane. Pick a lane. Pick a lane. But I say, hey, brother. Women been supporting these men, pretending to be women. Y'all gotta hold this L. Yeah, we holding it right in our hand. Yeah, absolutely. Gotta hold this L. Because we want to consider everybody except real men.
Shame on you.
I'll keep it going. We're going to end in 50 years. Kids don't know who the fuck they are. Have no purpose for biology. And what we are meant to do as humans. We're so selfish. We want to live in our fake happiness of pretending like fucking Pinocchio. I want to be a real boy. I want to be a real girl. Shit is amazing. It's a lot of backstories and stuff they like to feed to themselves. We get the rhetoric. Oh, we absolutely know. Oh, we know all too well. I'm a real boy! But I get it, because we're kind of a society that really lacks comprehension. And it's showing. It's showing in our kids. Because it's becoming an epidemic. They're talking about it like it's a fucking epidemic. You don't have just 2 or 3 kids in a school. You have 150 in a school of 340 who are claiming this. But if you do your research, there's a lot of elder transgender people who are detransitioning, who are living in their shit psychologically, their bodies, all of that. Parents to blame. Parents allowing this shit. They've been allowing this shit, y'all. Children, because they're grown now. So children were being transitioned. Okay? This is 20 plus 30 years in. They're not fucking happy. They're still psychologically damaged. Nothing changed. Still unhappy. So do that type of research. Because some of these chicks is running around here trying to look real. Putting a mask over people's face. And when some find out, they don't fucking like it. And then we look like something's wrong. Then the person looks like something wrong with the man. Get out of here. Moderator.
There's a 100% failure rate for sex change operations, isn't there? Because it's not possible to change your sex.
That's right.
100% failure rate for these procedures.
That's right. You can't change your sex.
These are leaders. These are leaders discussing this. Leaders. 100% failure rate to change someone's sex. You can identify as whatever the fuck you want, but there's no chance of changing it. You will forever be a fucking boy. You will forever be a girl. I don't care how you identify yourself. So I think that's the anger that you feel for yourself. So I really don't care. I'm not living your life. I don't have to deal with the consequences of that. But your actions affect us. It affect my goddamn children and the children to come after them. We got another woman.
Hey, I'm gonna just keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do. Since they really want this real word, bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge. Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to a competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss Thing. A lot of you don't want to be you. Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving and happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect.
Y'all really unhappy out here. Ladies. I mean, with some of these panels, I ain't gonna front. Some of you bitches are really fucking unhappy. I'm just saying. But it ain't got nothing to do with them. Life is a different walk for a girl, young teen, young woman, young lady, grown woman, than a whole boy that transitioned to a motherfucking woman. It's not the same.
For that baby.
Can't even compare it. You cannot compare. It's not a comparison. Stay in your own fucking lane. Jealousy and like, really? You want to be us. I'm confused on the mirror. You need to look at it like this with all the shit you kicking. What y'all think, ladies? What y'all think? Because you got some boobies and a fake vagina that makes you a woman? No, I'm sorry. Hey, Jackie, are they considered competition? Oh, hell no. They think so. That's their mentality. There's no competition, sir. You can't bear children. Y'all find other routes and all that, surrogates. Yeah. It is not the same. It is not the same.
Keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy.
Y'all some unhappy broads. Y'all unhappy like that? Y'all don't want to be women? You see what they say? Femininity is needed. Are you mad because she's more feminine than you? So it must mean femininity is important. Is femininity not important, ladies? Hey, Quincy, welcome, brother. Appreciate you popping in. Pinocchio. Yeah. It's always been a story. It's always been an idea in the back of little kids' minds. Want to be a real boy. I'm a real boy.
Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy.
A lot of real women. He spoke to all y'all. I'm every woman. He's speaking for us. He's speaking for us. I'm not unhappy.
A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure.
Y'all insecure? Y'all insecure? I thought the men were insecure. Shade. A lot of insults to real women that you want to be like. Who hate who? Huh? You hate us so much you want to be like us. Is that it? Oh. I was told that once before. You hate something so much you want to be like it. And then get mad because you still can't be it. That's your own anger. We're real women. Why do we care what the fuck you think? That's amazing to me. Okay? I'm happy I don't bleed no more. Got all that shit taken out. And guess what, bitch? I'm still a real fucking woman. Have absolutely no reproductive system. Okay? Shit is amazing. The foolery is amazing. The women who are born and their reproductive systems don't work. The insults that you fucking throw, it's amazing to me because we are all different. And little girls, we all went through it differently. Some of us got our menstruals at 8. Some of us didn't get it to 16. Some didn't get it to 20. It's different. Stay in your fucking lane. Enough is enough. Paris Dunbar. This thing is crazy as hell. Yeah. The trans movement agenda is about to replace women. No, I can never do that. It can never do that. It's the idea, the programming, and the agenda, like you said, and us go along to get along, bitches. Yep, I said it. This is why it's like this now. What's okay? You look so beautiful, sis. Oh my God. Yep. And then they man haters. A lot of them are man haters, but they're men who want to be women, and women, we like men. The shit is amazing to me. Are they considered competition? No, but they think so because they're in competition with real women. They are putting that competition there. This thing is crazy as hell. It's a transgender movement. And the schools is absolutely indoctrinating your children. You better pay attention who's around them and what the fuck they teaching them and who's in their ear and who's around them. It's right in there. They'll allow your child to transition without your ass even knowing. They protect them. Like you're harming your child by wanting them to understand the reality of fucking biology and the dangers that consist with changing hormones, having surgeries, and doing all of that to pretend to be something you could never be. You have an idea of what a woman is, and that's what you're living in. An idea. Yeah.
There's a 100% failure rate for sex change operations, isn't there? Because it's not possible to change your sex.
That's right.
100% failure rate for these procedures.
That's right. You can't change your sex.
100% failure.
And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do.
Yeah, fuck looks. You are never a real woman. That's the thing. It's some absolutely beautiful trans women out there, but it's some really realistic trans women out there who'll say, I used to be a man. The delusion to just like dead it all, like I've never been a boy before, is kind of, fucked up. But we accept it. It is what it is. Everybody ain't gonna like it. And somebody might point it out. It's a lot of real women who get asked if they're a trans woman. Yeah. I don't know how they feel, but I'm not insulted. I don't feel no kind of way because I know who the fuck I am. They should, what they say? Put that back up for Marshawn. Sorry. Hey, Arshawn. They should get their own language. They do. By throwing cis on the front of something. You don't need that added. The fuck you mean? All that says is identify, right? A gender term as the same side. Really? Please, y'all. Carrying that Y chromosome.
I said they should be called women. Spell it.
Why? Oh. See that? They should get their own language, be Y men, since they carrying that Y chromosome. It's pretty smart. It's just... Right, to just dead your whole existence to want to be something else that you can never be is kind of shameful, in my opinion. I'm just one woman. I'm not speaking for all women either. Disclaimer. Welcome, Mr. Scotland. Men have always been firm on the idea of a man. We know we are more than just a paycheck. Women are very confused. They thought men were only resources, so their movement toward masculine behavior. Pandering, man. Equating outward looks with being a real woman is the frailty of his argument. Absolutely. It is. Because looks ain't got nothing to do with it. I know some manly looking women. Man, they're women. It's like, fuck. Shit.
Do. Since they really want this real word, bitch, you can have it. Girl, you can have it. Girl, it's not my fault that you mistaken my happiness and my femininity as a challenge.
Want what? Sitting up in 10 plus surgeries to get the boobs and the fake hips and like all that shit is going to fall down and crumble, ma'am, sir. cheeks. Like, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So, of course, we're going to make sure you guys get a lot of the jobs because we know y'all coming in to spend that money. Consumer. Body augmentation is amazing. You guys are putting so much money out there. Shout out to y'all. Ricky chimed in. He said, when you move away from nature, you have no foundation. Anything is open game. I hate it here. Or Sean, I don't know. He said, I don't know. I just see the ending part. I can't see that. Poorly and politically. Yeah, everyone can't be classified as woman. I mean, well, they're doing it. Like, it's absolutely a thing now. So, birth certificates are saying female or male. You pay enough money, the law is going to you pay enough money. You pay enough money because everything's money, right? It starts with changing your birth certificate, changing your ID, paying for all that. You got to do all the surgeries first, though. Repeat customer. Repeat. Forever. Them fake vaginas don't stay open like a real vagina. It's vaginal dilators. Now, women go through that, absolutely, but late 60s, 70s, possibly. But y'all makeshift vaginas, they don't function properly. Everybody's shit doesn't, end in a positive note, in a good fashion. Everybody doesn't have a great surgeon spending all that whops of money to get these things done. Repeated surgeries to go back in. Problems where the feelings, sensations, not there. So hopes and dreams of delusion. Lady Navoa, now the disrespect is going too far. You get a taste to see what it could be like to bring like us. So now you are one of us. So no, we didn't vote. Like Dave Chappelle on the race cultures. Yeah, we didn't vote, but we didn't say anything. It's the same thing.
Sweetie, when I was identifying how feminine I was and how far I wanted to go and how I wanted my inside to match my outside had nothing to do with you. Okay? Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to competition.
How does it have nothing to do with us when you're admiring women? It has everything to do with us, right? Because you picked a particular image of who you want to look like, whether it was fucking Beyonce or, Beyonce. Oh my God. Yeah, Jackie. Are they considered competition? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. A lot of us, we don't even know. I know we was in competition. I had no clue. So, it's amazing.
Because it seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to competition. It really seems like y'all only have so much to say when it comes to tearing somebody else down. Girl, don't nobody want to be you.
Sounds like you do. Them hips look like women hips. Them titties look like women titties. But you still have male chromosome, edges, weaves, everything. Yeah, all of them. Crest of the breasts. Yeah. To cover up probably all of the scars from the surgeries. Like, it is what it is. We get old, though. I wonder what's going to happen. The future part of it. I don't think people are really considering the consequences of their actions now. You know how many I can't even talk about detransitioning. Y'all need to look that up. Do your own research because it's amazing. Facebook user, hey, says, I'm a lesbian woman. Sierra, okay, I'm a lesbian woman. And trans women can have that period shit, the bloating, the plane, the throw ups. I mean, by taking the hormones, I'm sure they go through their own shit. Like, and that's something that should be discussed amongst them. Stay in your lane. The young people who want to do this, they should know how it's going to affect them and, build on that. You mad at us because we women and you're not. You're never going to feel what we feel, how we felt as little girls growing up with the buds growing in the breasts and the hormones fluctuate. Please. with the nonsense. That's the problem. It's the idiocy, the nonsense, the audacity of it all. Okay? And she's a rant to one. You hear me? A rant. Sounds like you're more mad. Really mad.
Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Let's be clear, Miss Thing. A lot of you don't want to be you.
Right. I hear that? She's throwing mad shots. Yeah, we don't like the period thing, but the growing up understanding the purpose of why we have them is very important. Okay? And this is why I talk and preach of how we need to educate our young women. Because these man boys, they really believe that we are really that down. And it's something that we hate about ourselves when in all actuality, it should be the main thing that inspires us. Like, only we can create life. That is a blessing. That is something that is so powerful to me growing up as a young girl, that I know for sure that with a seed planted in me, I have the ability to create life. I could never fucking want to be you or be in competition or, comparison, or it's amazing to me, the delusion that's happening. Stay in your motherfucking lane. Enough is enough.
Bitch, I speak very frequently and openly about my penis, about the type of sex I have, about the type of men that I'm attracted to. Girl, don't nobody want to be you. Y'all are just mad that people are really out here moving and happy, and y'all are really mad that people are being mistaken for you and getting more respect.
Ooh. Being mistaken for us. How? You're you. It's the delusion, man. Why are we mad at that? I mean, why would I be mad at that? Like, ladies, the shit that they put in their own heads to create this like hate for themselves. The fuck, ain't nobody thinking about y'all. Ain't nobody thinking about y'all, because we the real thing. Even the ugliest of the ugliest fucking women ain't thinking about y'all. Because guess what? They real women. The audacity of saying not wanting to be you as you transition.
Everyone's
like
got it. Now you can got it too. The fucking audacity. Now in a can.
It's amazing. What's up, world class? And I have a problem because we're not hiding this shit from our fucking children. They have no clue, and you're exposing them to all of this, and they cannot decipher it. They have no context clues for what's right, what's wrong. We just want to keep this delusion to them and have them just grow up in this world like this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Who am I? Who am I? I don't know. I don't like who I am. I don't like this. I don't like that. Oh my God. Educate them. Teach these young girls about the significance of their body, the biology, the anatomy. Teach them how to love it and appreciate it. Because this is not just the trans women. There's some trans men out here crazy as hell too. But the women, they must have learned from somewhere, ladies. All of this cantankerousness. I wonder where they learned it from. Did we learn it from the gay men, or did they learn it from us? Because there was absolutely a time when I was growing up, it was like, the best friend to have is a gay guy, a gay friend, a gay hairdresser, a gay this, a gay that. I had a few, but they family, so, it is what it is. It's a whole different reality. I know I'm a fucking boy and I like to fuck boys, but I also like to dress up as a girl. But I'm not pretending. I'll tell a nigga up front, I'm a boy. The hell? But the foolery y'all doing is too much. Pretend, Pinocchio. Let's hear her again.
The reason why trans sex appeal stands out a little bit more than the average cisgender woman's sex appeal is because y'all can't believe that we are so sexy. Y'all can't believe that we are so feminine that it could come off as sexy. Stop portraying your lust as a compliment to us, because I don't need it. We are more than sexy. We are mothers. We are doctors. We are lawyers. We are caregivers. We are children. We are moms. We are dads. We are lawyers. We are, real estate agents, bitch. We are everything. We are Walmart employees. We work at McDonald's. We are more than sexy. We are more than sex workers. We are more than a lust. And if ain't nobody gonna stand up for us, bitch, I'll stand. I don't mind. I know you hoes don't like me, no way. I don't give a fuck. But when it comes from bitches like Just Hilarious, and honestly, somebody had sent me what Tasha K had said. I'm just gonna speak from my motherfucking heart. I didn't even listen to everything Tasha K said simply because, bitch, just a few weeks ago, you and motherfucking Just Hilarious was reading each other. So, bitch, now y'all want to get on one accord. Now Tasha K want to sit there and try to be on motherfucking Just Hilarious side simply because, bitch, you relate from being a dark ass, insecure, unattractive black bitch. But let's be clear. 2 weeks ago, y'all were just tearing each other down. And that's what I don't respect about a lot of real women. Y'all against each other until y'all find somebody to be with each other to be against somebody else. That's half the reason why I never respect you hoes as women. That's why a lot of you hoes will never, bitch, get my motherfucking respect as a trans woman. Bitch, you hoes run around here like y'all don't respect us. Bitch, a lot of us don't respect you. Oh, I don't know why the fuck, because you thought the doctor told your mom she was having a girl that you was the motherfucking all to be all, bitch.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you? I see what I'm saying. I thought... So, you know what I'm saying? That you done fucked up now, you know that, don't you? No, you done fucked up, don't you? No, don't you?
Child. I ain't gonna lie, it was like that in my family. It's a girl! The end all to be all. Let's sew it up. That's it. I'm done. Cut the cord. No more babies. Have my girl. Yeah. Damn, she mad. He mad. He big mad. Yeah, them sisters is gonna show unity because they're real women. Care how much fight they was having. I mean, any publicity is good publicity, don't you know? But when we got to come against some bullshit, we got to come against some bullshit. It's acting like y'all, but talking about how y'all act. That's the amazing part, right?
This is a work of art.
It's amazing for me because, I sit more on the, masculine side with my stuff. So, I don't do all that. So when I see it's like, sir, where'd you learn that? This flamboyant, cantankerous nastiness. It's amazing. The name calling, the insults. But you are the one who grew up wanting to be like us. I'm confused. I'm confused.
Need to be right.
That part. Child, when they dig you up, you're still gonna be a boy. That's why he mad.
Stands out a little bit more than the average cisgender woman's sex appeal is because y'all can't believe that we are so sexy.
See, this is a problem. When we out here exploiting ourselves with all this sex, this is what they think women are. Because look at you sitting up here in a bra and fucking panties now. Put on some clothes and put on some clothes and do this same rhetoric. You say, y'all all look at me as a sex object and lust for me. Bitch, your titties is all out and your ass is all out.
Shame
and that's all you promote. What fucking else are they looking at? What else are they looking at? Your character? Because it's cantankerous as fucking hell. You talking about femininity. You're not sitting in no femininity. You're a boy who is pretending to be a woman and a bad woman at that. That's my fucking problem. They want to be bad, cantankerous, horrible bitches. We don't all behave like that. So where did you learn this idea of a fucking woman? Okay? Sex, fucking, and sucking. It's a goddamn shame. But if you're watching social media and you're watching TV for the last 30 years, this is how we're looked at, ladies. Again, We're not mad enough. Our fucking daughters are watching this shit. And y'all want them to go out there, pussy, pussy, pussy. Here, kitty cat, come get the pussy.
Shame, shame, shame. I don't wanna go.
So fucking shame.
I am here to do some good old-fashioned slut shaming. Yeah!
Shame, shame, shame. I don't wanna go to Mexico no more, more, more. There's a big fat policeman at the door. He grabbed me by the collar, made me pay $1. I don't wanna go to Mexico no more, more, more. Shame, I'm on you. Got you.
Shame has been around since we were little fucking kids. Nigga champions. We champion nigga shit. We champion nigga shit. And we are better than that. Y'all talk about you don't want your daughter to be a fucking slut and a whore, but this is all they see. Y'all listen to it around them. This is how you behave. I know a lot of women, and you know what? They stay covered up. They don't speak this way. They're not looking to be fucked all the time. It's not how they present themselves. So the idea that they have of what a woman is fucking delusional. They're idiots. Moderator.
I can't believe that we are so feminine that it could come off as sexy. Stop portraying your lust as a compliment to us, because I don't need it.
The attention. It's amazing, right? But you go to their pages and all you see is this. All you're exposing is lust, sir. But you don't want to be lusted at. Shit is delusional, y'all. I mean, it's right in front of y'all for y'all to see it. It's a fight. You better decide what fucking side you on.
We are more than sexy. We are mothers. We are doctors. We are lawyers. We are caregivers. We are children. We are moms. We are dads. We are.
What is it, bitch? Are you a woman or are you a fucking man? Okay? You speaking for everybody and you shouldn't. Because this is directly to this one. Speaking for everybody.
We are lawyers. We are real estate agents, bitch. We are everything. We are Walmart employees. We work at McDonald's. We are more than sexy. We are more than sex workers. We are more than a lust.
And sex workers.
And if ain't nobody gonna stand up for us, bitch, I'll stand. I don't mind.
Sex workers.
I know you hoes don't like me, no way. I don't give a fuck.
The anthem. I don't give a fuck. They got that. I don't give a fuck. She said she everybody. Yeah. Sounds like everybody. We're out here in this world. We're working. We're doing all the work. We're doing the work. Yeah. You don't sound like no other group. Bitch, please.
But when it comes from bitches like Just Hilarious, and honestly, somebody has sent me what Tasha K had said. I'm just going to speak from my motherfucking heart. I didn't even listen to everything Tasha K said simply because, bitch, just a few weeks ago, you and motherfucking Just Hilarious was reading each other. So, bitch, now y'all want to get on one accord. Now Tasha K want to sit there and try to be on motherfucking Just Hilarious side simply because, bitch, you relate from being a dark ass, insecure, unattractive black bitch.
Did she shade her for being dark skinned? Bitch. I love my chocolate sisters. See this shit? Shit is real disrespectful. Okay? Because you mad that you can't be something you want to be, you want to hate. And they try to push this phobia and this hate to us. You know, I ain't never been that kind of fucking person. But this shit is getting ridiculous. It's out of control. She just called her a dark black. The fuck?
Dark ass, insecure, unattractive black bitch. Area side simply because, bitch, you relate from being a dark ass, insecure, unattractive black bitch. But let's be clear. 2 weeks ago, y'all were just tearing each other down. And that's what I don't respect about a lot of real women.
Y'all. Yeah, them sound like fighting words. Them sound like fighting words. I don't even know these sisters. I'm offended. I'm offended for them. This raggamouth bitch. Wannabe boy, wannabe girl, don't know what you is. All these, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Everyone's got it. Now you can got it too. The fucking audacity. Now in a can.
Y'all against each other until y'all find somebody to be with each other to be against somebody else. That's half the reason.
Y'all do that. You see, some of this shit is amazing. Some of this shit is amazing. Check your fucking self before you wreck yourself. They see how we move out here, y'all. Some of y'all move like that. Some of y'all move like that. If it don't apply, let it fly. But it applies. Ain't in a fight for nothing. Jump on somebody else's bandwagon. Fucking getting some shit ain't got nothing to do with you. But this got something to do with them. Them sisters may have been going back and forth with each other, but yeah, this is something we need to get on with each other. Yeah, remove that bitch. She did some more ranting, carrying on, and he ain't make it look good for them. The shit coming out of his dumbass mouth ranting.
And if y'all hoes would stop being so simple and so motherfucking insecure, the power between trans women and cisgender women and the power of both of us, it would show the world what a real woman is and what real womanhood is. And this is the perfect time for me to say, this is the perfect time to say this. As I was transitioning, I never gave a fuck about pronouns. Like, I remember as I was transitioning, you run into this era, like when you really, really give a fuck about how people identify you or how people give you your pronouns. I only started being really big on my pronouns when I realized people were misgendering me out of disrespect. Because when you are a grown man, when you are a boy, when you're a gay boy, it's like, yes, Miss Thing, yes, girl, you so silly. But bitch, when you start to physically look like a woman and you're starting to evolve as a woman and carry yourself like a woman, move like a woman, maneuver like a woman, live like a woman, that's when those pronouns start to be she, like all that slick shit. I'm a woman. Because that type of shit never moved because I am who I am. But when you realize people are only doing it out of spite, and when you realize people who don't know you are calling you ma'am, that's when you get into the place where you make people, bitch, I'm a woman. And my pronouns are she, her, and hers. Nobody give a fuck about no motherfucking title. I'm looking for happiness. I want stability. I want peace. I want love in my life. Don't I give a fuck about no fucking gender, bitch, because when I walk through these streets, these men don't see my penis. And that's the only thing that makes you hoes know that I'm trans. There's a lot of women with deep voices. And there's a lot of bitches running around here with a lot of y'all grandmamas and mamas got mustaches and beards. Let's be clear. There was an article going around today. A 59-year-old woman was killed because they thought she was trans. They think Just Hilarious is trans. Bitch, let's talk about it.
Now the victim card at the end. The victim card. Lord have mercy. Listen. Now we all gotta come together and show them what real women could do. We've been way away from there. We've been far away from there. Get your own trans women. Y'all get together and fight what y'all need to fight for. Our fight is different. We don't have the same fucking fight. We're not in the same fucking fight. It's not the same fight. Now, when it comes to the children and the society as a whole, as a community, maybe some situations. But when it comes to women, trans women, no. Like you said, when I was going through my transition, I really didn't care about the pronouns, but now that I really start to identify as a female and people start recognizing me, for a long time, the first time somebody misrepresents my pronoun, I flip the fuck out. Yeah. Everybody is not going to live in your fucking reality. Some people are going to see it. You might have a child ask you, you're going to go off on them? Huh? Because children are truthful as hell. Mommy, why that lady so fat? Mommy, why they missing an arm? Oh, did you see his eyeball? They'll point at the person and everything. We're going to keep shunning our kids. No, don't do that. You might hurt somebody's fucking feelings. Teachable moment. Stand on your shit. We had to come together as real women. After all the insults, bitch, you don't like us. You hate us so much you want to be us. But we going to come together on some shit. Y'all got your own shit to deal with. Our premise is different. We're not on the same ship. It's not the same ship. And what's amazing to me is I don't see the trans men in all this fight. It's always the trans women. They so bucked up on everything. The men, the girls who want to be men. It's different. Enough is enough. Because they quit getting quite disrespectful. And that bitch name is Cherry the Bomb. You can look it up. Because I'm sure she got more shit to say about real women. Bitch.
He wrong for that, baby.
It's amazing to me, man. Don't forget to hit that like button. You know, share the stream with the real women who also believe enough is enough with this shit. Remember when a lesbian say, you know what, I'm a lesbian and I like women, and a man that like men. I like men. You know, I like to dress up like a man, like a girl, but you know, I like men. Just be sitting your shit. You want to disguise, you want the world to just live in this delusion with you. No, that's for you to live in. That's for you to live in. Everybody ain't on that. Let's come to reality a little bit.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive
Yes,
to
it
cis
is.
women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at
If
some
your
point.
chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're
We're
not
excluding
men.
a whole group of
They're
people
women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man. You can pretend to be a man, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Live your life and tell me what a man is.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example
science.
when we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely
They
different
are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
And sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
Just to piggyback on that, the signs of gender dysphoria develop very young. Like you can see it in a 3-year-old. And by the time they're 4, their gender identity is pretty much solidified. So you will see the signs of someone who's not happy with the gender they're born with very little.
Actually, that's not true. That is not true.
You can suppress it. Their gender expression
it's
is
not
different.
True.
Gender
all
expression
of the science
depends on
for
the
all the science for the last 100 years has shown in boys who experience gender dysphoria between 2 and 3, 85% of them simply grow up to be gay.
Oh, I love that you're saying
And
this
the
study.
other
I know
5,
exactly
don't
which
interrupt,
one it is.
don't
This
interrupt
is,
and be rude.
I will.
The other 5%
You don't think I'm dismissing an
tend
entire
to
group
be
of people as
straight,
being rude?
And then there are 1 or 2%. The transgender dysphoria persists into adulthood.
At the age of 4, a child is not going to know what emotional attraction means versus physical attraction.
course. Children do get crushes, though.
This is a completely age inappropriate product to be putting in front of children and hijacking this unicorn concept.
The calmness in them is the logic. I'm not going to argue with you. You're making it up. It's simple, but they don't like to hear that because it depends. It depends. Sexuality is fluid, gender specific. Hermaphrodites is what they used to call them when we was young. Now, there's a term for it. It's called intersex, and they are born 1 in 1,000, just like redheads. Okay? And that looks different. Look it up. Get some information. Because they're all not the same. One might have a slightly small penis and have fully functioning ovaries inside. I worked for the ARC. People with developmental disabilities. And it was one gentleman. They presented him as a man, full total care. And when I went to change him, he had a vagina with a penis. It's my first time. Yeah, I was very aware of it, that it existed. Yeah, so I went and got my knowledge myself. He was my guy. I've heard about it, but to see it on my own and had to care for someone, yeah. And I mean, he was mentally total care, so he couldn't talk or nothing like that. But yeah, it's real. Educate yourself. And there's many years where doctors just, either cut the penis off and, just presented that child to the world as a female. And, 30 years later, yeah, they have some documentaries about that too. Look it up. Shit. It don't always work out. So we understand the world is full of a lot of different people. Okay. Stay in your fucking lane though. Okay. So we got some more folks just, with they stuff, man. It's the delusion for me, it's the clapbacks. It's the disrespect. The reasons why, men like trans women more than real women. Let's see. Yeah, nothing but a body. And this is our problem. We're all walking around with this type of idea of woman, half naked, all y'all all sexually explicitly exposed, and think men are not supposed to look at you with the idea of fucking. It's amazing to me. What world did you grow up in? What world did you grow up in? Understand everybody needs to have self-control. You're lucky they're not cavemen bashing you over the side of your head and taking you into a cave. We're not there. We're not there. But we are making the world not look so, it's not looking good when they're having a hard time telling the difference between us. Okay? So, when men are expressing themselves, they want real women, natural women, hair, bodies, healthy, conscious, wet, hot vagina, not boy pussy. Oh, listen, the lines are being quite distorted because the same frontals and wigs and, foolery that you're putting on, these women are putting on too. These boys are putting on. So you really can't tell the difference. Y'all all are starting to mesh and look alike with your white women fucking wigs and shit. Who you trying to be? No.
You don't think we're women? Boobs, doop. Booty, doop. Vagina, doop. Boobie, doop. Estrogen, doop. Cis women, doop.
Yeah. They didn't say sugar, spice, and everything nice. They said booties and titties and pussy. So, the world that y'all are promoting, that's not the idea of women, to just fuck pussy. Well, I mean, ladies.
He wrong for that, baby.
Are we learning it from them or are they learning it from us? Accountability is quite important when we. It is. Get your shit together.
Can I punch your daughter?
No, please don't punch my daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
What's wrong?
This honor we claim we have, this proud to be a woman thing. I don't know. Y'all still miseducating the little people. Like the little kid girls don't know about their body. No wonder why they hate it. Y'all teaching them that shit. You got to do a better fucking job because it's not looking good out here, ladies, women, females.
Stop getting on here with no clothes on, shaking your ass when you know it's fucking kids on these fucking apps. Y'all hoes ain't got no motherfucking respect. Y'all think just because something is trending, it's okay to do. Bitch, it ain't okay. Y'all out here in public with little ass clothes on and there's kids around here. But you want a motherfucker to respect your pimping. Ho, ain't nobody gonna respect you, ho, when you out here looking like a ho. If ain't nobody gonna tell you, I'ma tell you. If your ass out, you twerking, and you got motherfucking kids, bitch, you should be ashamed, ho. I should slap the shit out your stupid ass. Cause your mama ain't slapping you. Y'all bitches need to get some clothes on and get your motherfucking act right, stupid ass bitches. The fucking generations are watching us, for Christ's sake.
You don't think we're women? Boobs, doop. Booty, doop. Vagina, doop. Boobie, doop. Estrogen, doop. Cis woman, doop.
It's a war going outside. It's a war going on outside, yo. Oh my goodness, y'all. Been saying it for a long time, but this shit is here. It's here. Come on, moderator.
Yeah, I do want to say something. I am so tired of this whole issue. They say that 1.4% of Americans identify as transgender. That means they identify as transgender. That doesn't mean that they have trans or gendered, okay? I want to know if Dick Durbin is so worried about that 1.4% who identify as transgender and may change their mind at some point. What about the 22 veterans a day, or 20 now, who commit suicide every day? You want to talk about depression? You want to talk about PTSD? Let's talk about the veterans who are killing themselves because we sent them to war and they did us a solid and we do shit for them. Excuse me. We do nothing for them when they come back. I'm sorry. I apologize. Now it's 2023. Why do women have to object to a guy watching them undress? What's with this bathroom nonsense? When did this start? This is what happened in Loudoun County, Virginia, where a girl gets raped by a guy in a girl's bathroom. The guy says he identifies as a female. The school sends him to another school. He then sexually assaults another girl. Girls should not be subjected to this. We are defeating women. We are erasing women. We're minimizing them. We're trivializing them. We're degrading them. And yes, we're oppressing them. So Dick Durbin, go back to where you came from. And you know what? I have a feeling where you came from doesn't believe in what you're talking about.
Turn that camera on. I labeled that one. Biology is not bigoted. The fuck? Shit is amazing, y'all. So if you don't watch news, if you're not keeping current with current events, yeah, it's a big topic, man. It's a big topic. It's a big topic. Where the women at? Where we at? We over here talking about men. Again, you hate something so much, you fucking turn into it. Behave like it. Pick up characteristics. Identify as. We got to do better. For the kids coming up, the generations behind us, we want them to be this indecisive and not know who the fuck they are. So imagine 20 years, everybody don't know who they are. We're not creating legacies with our DNA because we got to use all types of other outlets to create life. Because there's a lack of honor and respect for what's been given to you. So, it's amazing to me, man. Because everybody don't speak the same talking points and shit. But you even have trans people telling other trans people how to talk. We all tell each other how to speak, how to create dialogue. What we should and shouldn't say. Well, you should have said it like this. Did you get the fucking message? Did you get the goddamn message? I don't give a fuck how it feels when I say it. Did you understand? Did you comprehend? If it doesn't apply to you, let the shit motherfucking fly. But if it apply, goddamn, sit in that shit. Sit in it. Own it. Feel it. Smell that shit. Because we done fucked up. And I think it's a joke. You're playing with these children's lives. They have no clue. No clue. Let's play this girl. Moderator.
person, this is my take on detransitioning. This is also my take on how trans people should talk about detransitioning. At the end of the day, your choice to do something or to stop doing something is your own. And only that. It is only your own experience. The same way that I get to have a platform where I can talk about how much I love my life now that I've transitioned, how comfortable I feel in my body, someone else also has the opportunity to say, hey, this wasn't right for me. I don't feel like myself. But what neither of us should do is shit on another person's life experience. We should not villainize, we should not infantilize the choices that other people made at all. Like, why? Why do that? Like, I made the choice to transition. I didn't make the choice to be trans, granted, but I did make the choice to transition, and it's been amazing for me. I love it. I feel so much happier. I feel so much more connected to my body, to my life, to my experience as a human being. And I can only imagine how heartbreaking it must be to think that you were making the right choice and then figuring out that it wasn't right for you. And those people deserve the space to talk about their experience. That is, as long as they're not making other trans people seem like we all belong to this cult. No, we're just living our truth. But at the end of the day, we all deserve love and compassion and the ability to talk about our unique life experiences, as long as they're not speaking for an entire community, as long as they're not speaking for anyone but themselves. I'll continue to talk about my life experience as a trans person, and a detransitioner should get to be able to talk about their journey as well. And I hope that we all end up figuring out exactly what makes us feel like ourselves. Your choice might not be right for me, my choice might not be right for you, but we all deserve some semblance of compassion.
Y'all notice any difference in the dialogue and the demeanor and the message delivered? That message was quite feminine versus this trans woman sitting in that masculine DNA that's biologically evident in the way that he was moving. Huh? Did you see the fucking difference? But what's amazing to me is the trans men, you know, you want to take on an identity. And what my girl say, was that a fucking dog collar? So the first thing you want to be labeled as is a dog? Are you a good man? Are you moving in the world? Are you identifying as a good man? Are you creating this identity to go out there and create more foolery and fuckery to the women? That men are dogs. What the fuck? Nobody has a right to shit on anybody else and how they listen. Stay in y'all fucking lane, and y'all should have a whole clique about, you know, how y'all transition is from childhood. Some of y'all start off at 3. Some of y'all it happened at 13. Some of y'all waited to 60. It's different. But don't come over here disrespecting real women, okay? Biologically born women with the fucking foolery. Okay, because it sounds more hateful to me. Your delivery, all of that, it's very hateful for something you're trying to be. It's amazing. The foolery. Peace, Danique. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you popping in. Enough is enough, man. This trans world is getting real disrespectful, crossing a lot of fucking lines. And ladies ain't mad enough for me. It needs to be a problem. You need to speak up. Can't nobody replace us. We cannot be replaced. There will be no more existence. Okay? But science is creeping up. And I wouldn't be surprised with the LGBTQIA. They're supporting and pushing all that money, that Black Lives Matters money to these birthing stations. Y'all better stop playing with me. Shit is real.
Scanlon,
anything you...
My daughters are going to watch this because you have become their new hero. And I can assure you that my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old daughters will not change in front of biological men. This is ridiculous. I don't care what party you are a part of. If you think that we are all equal and the same biologically, you've literally lost your mind. And when my two daughters work hard in the sport, work hard in their craft to be the best that they can be amongst other women, they will compete against other women. I owe Victoria and Olivia and every other young lady in this country that. If you think I'm wrong, I am not the problem. I can assure you.
Shit. Ladies, if you think I'm wrong, I am not the motherfucking problem. I agree with him. One male, 3 females over here. God damn, it's going to be a different world when they fucking 60 years old.
You want to know somebody doesn't care about you? They just watch you fuck off and they don't say anything. That's the giveaway. Because it is much easier. You want to know that people care about you? You want to know that society cares about you? They hold you accountable and they teach you how to think. Not what to think and just ignore the fact that you're fucking making bad decisions over and over again. And then trying to tell you, oh, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Right.
It's not your fault. Your fault. Shout out to Donique Anthony. I appreciate you for the Cash App, brother. Salute to you for always supporting the tribe. Lady Naveau, the other night, we appreciate you, love. Always supporting the tribe. You are appreciated.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey. We got $1. We got $1. We got $1. Hey, 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 hey. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey, 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 hey.
Shout out to y'all. Thank you, thank you. You know, there's a cost. There's a cost for everything. And, you know, America, we breed consumerism. Child, good Lord. We do it the most. We spend the most money. We in the most debt. But this community will be in a lot of debt. Well, they have to make a large amount of money to do their transitioning. It's not cheap. And everything doesn't always go well. Like any surgery, like anything you do, there's no guarantee. And they need to know all of that. But I don't think many of them are looking at the future. They're thinking of an idea, and then you're going to constantly have to do more and more and more to get to that idea of what you want. Goodness gracious.
There's a 100% failure rate for sex change operations, isn't there? Because it's not possible to change your sex.
That's right.
100% failure rate for these procedures.
That's right. You can't change your sex.
During the so-called therapeutic process?
I would say maybe about like once a week to once every 2 weeks. Roughly around that time, I expressed to my parents that, you know, I'm not really satisfied. I want to go through with a medical transition. I want to go on hormones, and they actually pushed back on this at first. They were very cautious of this. They didn't know why I was pushing for it so much, and they wanted me to wait a little bit because at this point in time, I was only 13 years old. I was quite young to be doing such a thing, and they stay that way until I got my gender dysphoria diagnosis. And during one of the appointments that they're very for, they I can't remember who exactly it was. It was either a therapist or a nurse, I think. Somebody who was involved in my transition. They told them that, like, oh, this is pretty much the only means of treating dysphoria. There was like no regards to any alternative treatments. You know, my dad asked like about the regret rates, and they said like, oh, they didn't even, I don't think they even used the word detransition. They said like, oh, there's less than a 1% to 2% regret rate. And
yeah,
they also told my parents that if I wasn't allowed to go through with this, then I would be at risk of suicide.
Do y'all see the programming? Because this has been happening a lot. with our young children. And, I think dysphoria is a state of being that we all go through as young people going into puberty and just growing up. It's a state of feeling, very unhappy and uneasy or just dissatisfied. It's because of the lack of knowledge that we're aware of, as young girls and females growing up. And I'm sure boys too. So if you're not being told what your body going to go through, like we're all going to go through that, but to push this agenda on these young kids that they're not comfortable in their own gender, their own sex, and they can change it, and they're doing this to these kids, it's traumatizing. That's a young boy sitting in that damn chair. That's a boy sitting in that chair. And they said a 1% to 2% unsatisfied success rate, meaning they're not happy with their transition. That needs to be shined upon. And it needs to be stressed that we all go through that. Am I wrong, ladies? Did you go through it when your breast was growing in as a young girl and one was bigger than the other? You had this big old nipple and one little one ain't even growing, getting lumps up under your arms, being the only one in the crew not having no breasts and no butt. Everybody's developing differently. Is that not something we all went through, or was it just me? Do you remember? Because our children go through this shit and y'all are not building with them. Y'all are not building with them. Y'all taken to some goddamn therapist at Johns Hopkins and they are on an agenda to do this to your children. This is the first answer. This is the solution. This is the solution. Medical procedures. That shit is crazy. That's not parenting. What did that child say? My parents was against it at first. Then they just kept pandering and calling. Let's just throw it off on us. We're just gonna surgically change it and hope for the best. $70,000 is down the fucking drain. Child ain't happy. That little boy ain't happy. Now he has no penis to grow up and be a fucking man. This is what's happening. It's happening, and it's happening more than you think. Pay attention. Look at your surroundings in your city, because it's going down.
Okay, so I want to take all of that apart, okay? Because every single one of those statements is a lie. So first of all, the American Psychological Association in their guidelines for gender affirming treatment makes the case that, and because of prejudice, that there are no good long-term follow-up studies of transgender individuals. Okay, and they attribute that to prejudice against transgender individuals, which is not the reason, by the way. The reason is that there's a very low base rate, or there was, of transgender dysphoria, and the follow-up studies haven't been done in large part because the surgical and hormonal treatment regimen is relatively new. But there are no good long-term follow-up studies, and they actually complain about that. And then a couple pages later in the same document, they say that, well, it's necessary to affirm an alternate gender identity because otherwise the client or patient is at heightened risk of suicide. Okay, so first of all, both of those things can't be true. There's no way that people can know that suicide risk is elevated if gender transition is delayed unless the long-term studies are in place. And they already stated that the bloody long-term studies aren't in place.
Long-term studies ain't in place. They're not in place. Just like the Gardasil y'all been injecting y'all daughters with in fear of the HPV. Shit has been hurting our girls. Pay attention to what you're doing. Because you're not. There's a whole documentary about detransitioning folks who, these things have happened to them 20, 30 years ago. Parents choosing, a particular sex for their child to walk the life in, and they chose the wrong one. But those are children who are actually born intersex. So it's a whole different thing. But again, the detransitioning, the allowing children to make this type of choice. Were we not children before? Were we very indecisive about who we was, the insecurities, it was a lot. I don't mind being very transparent about it, because when you forget, you don't know how to get down to the children's level and understand what they're going through. We just brush it off, and then we hand our children over to counselors. And there's a lot of schools that are hiding this transition from you parents. Your child goes to school and they change their clothes and they pretend to be somebody at school. This is how bad it's getting. So being present is very important. Me telling y'all to pay attention to your damn kids and get off the phone is important. Shame on you. Shouldn't even have to fucking tell you.
Shame on you.
Because the world will take your babies. The world will take your babies. They grow up really goddamn quick. And I don't think y'all paying attention and looking to the future as you should. Because we wouldn't be doing all the fucking foolery when it comes to choosing to bring life. Women, females, real women. Thank you, Dawn Harden. Said I love the way you lay out your information. Great work. I appreciate that. Thank you. For the one who do like it, is 10 that don't. And I appreciate y'all too. Shit.
So that's all just a lie, but it's worse than that. It's way worse than that. You see, gender dysphoria is a variant of the suffering that's associated with negative emotion, depression and anxiety. Now, depression and anxiety are the primary drivers of suicidal ideation, not gender dysphoria per se. And so they're confusing the source. There is no evidence whatsoever that transition of the medical sort actually has a salutary effect on mental health.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Partly because the long-term studies simply haven't been done. And the idea that we actually know from a research perspective that a child is much safer if they start transition than they are if they don't. That's just, again, that's simply not true. Ken Zucker's work has shown quite clearly that if you just leave the kids alone, then by the time they're 18 or 19, most of them settle into their biological identities. The reason I'm stressing this is because your parents, like many parents in this situation, were put in a very, very difficult position. And I would say it's corrupt to the point of malevolence, what the medical professionals are doing on this front. And that is the insistence, well, would you rather have a live trans child or a dead child? Which is, I don't think there's anything more toxic you can say to a parent than that. Because
for real. Very drastic. Very drastic. No other solutions besides surgically transitioning a child to assume that they're going to be happy in that body. That's amazing. Parents, I don't know if it's ignorance or just pure negligence. We don't want to do the work. Your children are sad. What's going on? What's going on in the home? Some things need to change. Repetitive behaviors need to change. There's no guarantee that these children are going to be happy. Neglect, fail to care for properly, the state or fact of being uncared for. We think we're caring by pandering and coddling our children. You know, love unconditional does not mean lie to me. Allow you to live a lie because I love you so much. It's delusional. And we're not helping the situation because with all that change, did you see the man and his behavior and the cantankerousness? And did you see the girl, the trans man, the difference in demeanor? It's not by accident. That was biology right in front of your fucking face. You saw a manly, masculine, cantankerous, ready to fight ass woman. And then you saw a very well articulated, calm, serene, inspirational woman in a man's body. Shit is amazing. Do you see it? You know, you got to know how to watch fucking TV. You got to know how to watch things. You got to know how to read a book. So for people who walk on this planet and can see through the pretend identity that you are walking in, don't have to point it out, but don't throw it in my fucking face and don't think I'm not going to say nothing and now you're offended. That's your own guilt and shame.
Shame on you.
I would say it's corrupt to the point of malevolence, what the medical professionals are doing on this front. And that is the insistence, well, would you rather have a live trans child or a dead child? Which is, I don't think there's anything more toxic you can say to a parent than that, because that backs them into a corner. Because their alternatives are then, well, you can let your child go ahead with this absolutely life-altering hormonal and then surgical treatment, or your child can die, and it's your fault because you don't care enough. And parents, like, they're accustomed to trusting their medical professionals, at least to some degree, and accustomed to assuming that the knowledge they put forward is valid and reliable. And the information that your family was given was none of those. In fact, it's pathological to a degree that's almost imaginable. It's criminal, in my estimation, what you were told. Because there is simply no evidence that any of that is the case. There's no evidence that transitioning kids are less likely to be suicidal. There's no evidence that that's the only treatment path that works. And there's certainly no evidence that there's no alternative to transition or suicide. It's so pathological, I can't believe it. But
Paul was also.
It's different. It's different. It's amazing how parents are so neglectful and ignorant. The pandering and the coddling of our children. This is what it's getting us. This is what it's getting us. Children who are confused, who will be forever medical patients, money you have to spend, the guilt and shame that you have to live in when your child is still not happy. Ignorance and negligence. Can't call it nothing less. Because you have to do your research. And if you're not researching your own damn child, that says more about you. That says more about you. Because like the man said, there's so many children show certain characteristics when they're young. They either grow up to be a gay man or a gay woman. All this extra shit, wanting to present yourself to the world as something else and have surgical procedures to change it. It's not going to change it. 1% to 2% possibly are okay with their changes. The rest, There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. So again, to grow up and have this type of, sexual appetite and preference, it's a whole different thing. Allow these children to grow up. And I mean, and again, I have a problem with social media. Y'all get them too much. Y'all allow them to have too much wiggle room to see too much shit. They don't need to be exposed to this type of shit very, very young. If you can prevent them to have a fucking phone and get all on TikTok and have this whole freedom, 16. If you have no control and you can't control them, I mean, if you got them young, y'all better start monitoring what they're watching because they're already confused. So this is adding more confusion if you're not creating a dialogue with them, if you're not discussing, creating healthy habits, because they get most of it from here. And you know how your phone gets. If you look and you stay for a second on something, you're going to get more of that. And it's going to look enticing. They give you all the good stuff. I got to search for some of the other stuff. So the ignorance and the negligence is right up front. You wait, your kid is an introvert. They staying up in their rooms. They being confined. They changing. You're not asking questions. We letting them do whatever they want because we love our children so unconditionally.
Shame on you.
Shame on us, man. For real. This is going to be a battle. I can imagine what it's going to look like in the near future. Are we considering that?
Medical transition is no place for a child. I transitioned as an adult and I have medical complications. I have mental health issues. Child cannot consent to a medical transition because kids want to eat ice cream every day. It doesn't mean that they should.
Kids want McDonald's every day. It don't mean that they should have it, you lazy bastards. Killing them slowly, softly, poor organs.
Shame on you.
It's too much. And this is the pandering and the coddling that we do. Men are needed and necessary in the home. They create some structure, some sternness. If you ain't got it, ladies, and you're running your house, allowing the children to lead, shame on you.
Shame on you.
They get to say so. No, I don't want that for dinner. You making this? Wait a minute.
Shame on you.
What's happening here? Go clean up your room. What? I'll do it later. Excuse me? What kind of homes these kids is coming out, child? You better take your role back. You better be more present. Get off your fucking phone and stop worrying about everybody else and trying to get down with the Joneses. Up everybody else. I got to up one. Let me get this car I can't afford. We do too much and we're not focused on these kids. They are confused as hell and we act like we wasn't kids before and don't know. That's ignorance.
This is a work of art.
That's nigga shit. That's that nigga mentality. Shout out to the nigga champions. Goodness gracious. Come on, let's keep on doing the foolery. Let's have our young girls be 304s and be hoes and shit. Let's keep letting our girls picking these men don't learn the good characteristics of men. Keep making excuses for why they choosing wrong. Bitch, you the common denominator. Mama should have taught you something. Again, we can't keep blaming men. Blame is always on the men. Always on the men. What the men gonna do? The men don't protect us out here. We ain't even protecting our motherfucking selves. Got these fucking young boys disrespecting womanhood, motherhood, and real women.
You can't make this shit up.
You can't make this shit up. I never thought we would be here. And I was the biggest tomboy in the fucking world. Always got called a butch, lesbian. I never want to fight nobody for it because I know who I am. I don't need to proclaim it. Okay? Female. What a world we live in. We better get some control. Let's reset the situation. We're going to... That's what we talking about. It sound like fighting words, you know. Got the trans women community acting a fool. And it's more so them. I don't see the trans men fighting with the men to be men. Right? Because that means you got women fighting with men. Y'all get it. I'm just saying. But you see the disrespect that these men trying to give. So masculine. I'm just saying. It's the world we live in, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got something else. Mm-hmm.
I never fit. I was an alpha female, a sales executive that kind of just didn't fit in any box. When psychologists or somebody that I was in love with or whatever said that I was in the wrong body, I started to think, well, maybe I am. I'm a biological woman that medically transitioned to appear like a male through synthetic hormones and surgery. I will never be a man. Is it transphobic for me to tell the truth? Why is it that in a couple hundred years from now, if you dug up my body, they're gonna go, yeah, that was a woman, had babies.
Can you tell me about the procedures that you had?
I've had 7 surgeries. I've had 1 stress heart attack. I've had a helicopter life ride with a pulmonary embolism. I've had 17 rounds of antibiotics. I had 6 inches of hair on the inside of my urethra for 17 months. Nobody would help me, including the doctor that did this to me because I lost my insurance.
Do your research. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. That is a lot. There's an extensive process. Okay? And it does not guarantee you success. It does not guarantee you happiness at all.
I get infections every 3 to 4 months. I'm probably not going to live very long.
Was there any real discussion of the risks and the side effects? And
No. And he's not lying. I'm a woman and I go to the doctor regularly, and I have to point out that you don't give me the information that I fucking need. I got to go home and do all the research. You give me a name of something. Oh, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up, see what meds you trying to push off to me, the side effects that it gives, the foods that I can eat to supplement instead of taking those meds.
This is a work of art.
The medical industry is a business. Okay. And they don't want 100% success rate because they want you to keep coming back. Full hysterectomy, $23,000, $23,000. Yeah. Wasn't 100%, had to go back again. So, so people trying to do this and you're not going to get the results that you are looking for. So the hormones, that's the first part of the transitioning. It is so much side effects to taking the opposite hormone that your body is normally higher producing. A lot of side effects. They're not telling you all of that. They're not telling these young boys or these young girls what is going to truly happen to their body. They're going off of what they see on social media. So all these trans people who have these platforms and they're praising and they're pretending and they're hyping everything up, seeming all spectacular. And because a lot of them are doing it. It's being ignorant and negligent to the youth coming up. And it's the medical industry doing it too. The teachers, the counselors, y'all better vet everybody. It ain't no fucking joke. All they want is your money. They can care less. You are a product here, okay? And allowing them full access into the community to do whatever the fuck they want, they getting money, okay? So our government don't really care about y'all trans people. They really don't. They want your money. So young parents, you got children who are acting out of character, out of normal. Listen, you better get out on the ground and play with your kids. Teach them the truth. Teach them the truth. Animals, mammals, teach them. If they grow up to be a gay man or a gay woman, by all means. But walking around here pretending, lies, it's a bit much. And then turn around, want to disrespect, be very disrespectful and cantankerous. Ladies better stand up. Enough is enough.
Risks and the side effects and...
No, there's not. And I know that people want to think that there is, but there's not. The truth is that medical transition is experimental. We have studies that said that medical transition helps mental health with kids. They've all been retracted, modified, changed.
Weird science. If you grew up in the 80s, weird science, they created a woman. Technology, computers and shit. Y'all children are experiments. And with Cherry the Bomb, you would think that she's living the best life ever. But with her cantankerous and her delivery, I don't believe that shit. Who the fuck you trying to fool, bitch?
Hey, I'm gonna just keep it a bug. A lot of cisgender women are just unhappy. Let's use the term that they love. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really unhappy. A lot of real women are really insecure. And a lot of real women are really bothered that trans women really look better than they really do.
That's how some of them really feel.
They've all been retracted, modified, changed.
Talk to me in 5 years, bitch.
Tells us
Talk to me in 10 years, bitch.
Is when transgender
Talk to me in
people are
20
the most
years, bitch.
suicidal.
That energy can be matched. Full blown. In person, out of person, online, on the phone, email. I'm a fucking beast. We're not playing these games. Sisters, women, now the sisterhood really need to step the fuck up. If you got one. If you know one. Because I know where my real sisters is. Shout out to y'all. All my beautiful brown, dark-skinned sisters. Shout out to y'all. All my fucking cousins and shit. Shout out to y'all. Shit is disrespectful. The audacity. And we're the most welcoming people. That's where we at. Enough is enough. Take your homes back. Take your role back. Take motherhood back. Own your shit. Your responsibilities to them kids and what the fuck they put in their mouth and what they watching. Be responsible. Be accountable. And if you don't like it, you're doing something fucking wrong. Change your behavior because our society gonna end up like this. Everybody living in fucking zombie land. It's in many of our fucking communities. Okay, you drive by it all the time. You see it. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to certain parts of New York. Shout out to certain parts of Norfolk, Virginia. Drugs is everywhere. People are unhappy. People are in distress. And we're not paying attention. There's no more family. There's no more love. Shout out to Queen Omega. Shout out to Queen O fucking Mega. Reggae. Look her up. No love. Hot fire beat. Fire music. Tunes. That's where we need to be. That's why we got, he said, she said, love in abundance. Accountability feels like a goddamn attack when you are not ready to acknowledge your damn behavior and how it affects other fucking people. It's a goddamn shame. Shame. It all depends. It depends. What about the men? What about the men? The fuck? Shit don't make no sense, y'all.
There is, but there's not. The truth is that medical transition is experimental. We have studies that said that medical transition helps mental health with kids. They've all been retracted, modified, changed. But the only long-term study tells us 7 to 10 years is when transgender people.
Just a little taste, just a little taste. There's a lot of videos surface like that in a lot of our communities. And you see, it's not just designated to black damn people. People, period. There's no fucking love. Look at our people. Look at our people. Y'all okay with this shit? We okay with this? There was a time us women, we were the nesting pot. We pick up the strangers off the street and nurture them and take care of them and get them back to life. We don't do that no more. I know we ain't gonna be rich because my husband know I'm taking all the goddamn people off the street. He's like, you want to bring everybody home because that's where my heart is. That's how we all should be. But there's no more fucking love. We got to get back there. We definitely got to get back there.
We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States promoting that.
You say John Hopkins?
That's a phalloplasty. That's a bottom. Is when transgender people are the most suicidal. After surgery. But that's transphobic to say. For the first time in history, a marginalized group has a huge dollar sign on the top of their head. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States promoting that. That's a phalloplasty. That's a bottom surgery. We have 5 children's hospitals in the United States telling girls that they can be boys at $70,000 a pop.
Mm-hmm. You can be a boy for a whopping $70,000 a pop, my nigga. Go right to John Hopkins. Go to your local hospital. They say, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. $70,000. You got $70,000? Yeah, we'll hook you up. We'll take the skin off your arm and create you a penis that may or may not be functional. You might not ever be able to pee out of it either. I'm just saying. So, you know, this is what we're pushing. This is what we're pushing to our children when our children are in distress, when they are going through normal, biological growth and development. It's normal. Love your children. Please love up on your family. Because it's getting out of control. It's really getting out of control. And you know, a lot of these families who have these trans children, they actually kill off the child before. This is the term for it. They have to delete that particular person that you created to be this new person. Once these surgeries happen, man, there's no guarantee. Like he said, the suicidal rate for right after the surgery is very high. But he said nobody has more bodies than Johns Hopkins. Absolutely. Yes, it's the melting pot. Then go get you values of that, two vials of that black sperm. What's the price? What's the price, baby? It's not even a high price for the sperm. The price is for actually doing the procedure, the in vitro, the hormonal injections for months. Like it's not, none of that shit is simple. So we just, you know, raising our young girls with a lack of information, lack of education, lack of knowledge of future. What's your premise, little girl? What do you want? What are you going to do? What's your purpose? We got to give them some. We have to give them some inspiration. We have to. Hey, Dr. Nakumbe, welcome. Appreciate you popping in. Coming. Thank you. Thank you for the Cash App yesterday. Much appreciated. Yeah, they don't like some of the information being spewed, so they shut us down. Shut it down. But we do thank you.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey. We got $1. We got $1. We got $1. Hey. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hey.
World class. So nobody is a Dusty Q because everybody is worth almost 70K. Absolutely, right? That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Parents out here spending insurance is covering and not covering. So if they cover you for now, then they stop covering you. It's money. Consequences.
They can be boys at $70,000 a pop in a surgery that has a 67% complication rate. That will kill me from infection that I can't sue on for butchering a generation of children because nobody's willing to talk about anything. I have 3 kids at the age that they're doing this to kids. I'm not transphobic. I love my kids, and I love other people's kids, and you should too. This is wrong on so many levels.
Can kids consent? Do you think kids are capable of consenting to this?
No, they're not. Being a parent is loving the hell out of your kids and helping them see around corners from infection that I can't sue on. We're butchering a generation of children because nobody's willing to talk about anything. I have 3 kids at the age that they're doing this to kids. I'm not transphobic. I love my kids, and I love other people's kids, and you should too.
That part. I've always loved kids, man. Always loved the kids. I was so loved as a kid. Just want to be like, you know, an adult like I had around, and even more so. But this is crazy. Oh man, y'all. That's a lot of distress. That's a lot of distress. I love my kids. I love your kids. And we don't want this. We do not want them to be going through all of this for a whopping $70,000 because they needed a little love and a little guidance, a little mentorship, a lack of indoctrination into the school. A lot of y'all have a habit of dropping your kids off and you don't pay no more fucking attention. School is not to be raising your children. We're dropping the ball. The school, other people know your children better than you. That's shameful. That is shameful.
Shame on you.
Your responsibility as a parent is to watch and pay attention to the accused, their slowly changing attitudes, characters. They show you who they are. You have to pay attention to it. But we've learned to consume our children with things, electronics, the fly sneakers, the wigs and the weaves. I even see little middle school girls getting their fucking nails done. Like, shame on y'all. Stop. It's not, that's not the epitome of being a girl growing up to be a woman. Okay. Learn how to do that shit your damn self. Self-care is more important than spending $50 on going to get these little girls' nails done. They don't fucking appreciate it. They ain't work hard to get it. They ain't work hard to get that. What they doing to get that? Some grades? Bitch, you supposed to be good in school. Hold up. We got to pay you to be good in school? That's what y'all doing? This is what we doing now? But this is where we at. They get rewarded for that. No. Society said that is a way of passage for you. Finish fucking high school. That's your job. We're doing too much. They're entitled as hell. They run the house. I'm unhappy. So you got to do this and we got to do that. And you know what? I don't want to be who I am no more. I want to totally be something else. Fuck you. Disrespect your parenthood. Disrespect your birth. All that. The old person is dead, bitch. I want to be a new person. And we ride along with it. We're like, okay, here's the $70,000. It's amazing. And there's so many consequences.
Intervention I ever had was a double mastectomy at 16. And then
a double mastectomy at 16. Now we know I'm going to assume, but I'm sure more white people do this more because they have more funding. 16. Do you know the hormonal craziness we was going through as a young girl at 16? Crazy. Why was mother not building with this child and this unhappiness? This probably just a lack of progesterone. May have been very fucking low. A simple hormonal balance check. Something more than just this. This is so dramatic, but it's being pushed. It's an agenda. It's being pushed. You go to a doctor for some counseling for your child and they push this. There's consequences to your decisions. Consequences. Children cannot consent.
Intervention I ever had was a double mastectomy at 16. And then a few months later, I was put on testosterone. I'm now 21, and I will live with the impacts of that so-called care for the rest of my life. In the past 4 or 5 months, I have watched as my body has fallen apart in front of me. My joints constantly hurting, my vocal cords aching, watching as parts of me atrophy away before my very eyes. And yet at 16, they looked me in the eyes and they told me this was care.
We care about you. We care about you. We care about you. Instead of educating you, instead of giving you knowledge and nurturing you and mentoring you and inspiring you, we said, nah, we just change your sex. We just going to change your gender. You'll be happy after that. And these children they're not looking to the future. They have no idea. They have no idea. But give them some information. Give them the tools. They'll be able to get through. This generation of suckers, you can't say shit. You can't take shit. Y'all skin is real thin. Can't take being bullied or picked on. You're ready to go commit suicide and shit. What the fuck is going on? We're not as strong as we pretend to be. Our children are weak as hell. So women, we need to get it together. What's the fight really about? The damn kids. Protect the children. Because this shit is unacceptable.
16, they looked me in the eyes and they told me this was care. They told me it would save me. Despite the fact I was never suicidal, my parents were baited with the idea of, would you rather have a dead daughter or a living son? Bullied into going along with it, their biggest crime being trusting those who they thought took an oath to do no harm. It's not about hate, detransitioning. It never has been. It's about keeping kids whole. I've worked with children. I've seen them explore the world, and I've seen that magic that they have. And doing something like transitioning them takes that away. How can you look me in the eyes and tell me that a child can consent to being chained to an experimental medical industry before they're even old enough to drive or understand the impacts of what that means in the first place? Kids deserve to be kids. They deserve to get to explore the world as a safe and loving place.
There's a 100% failure rate for sex change operations, isn't there? Because it's not possible to change your sex.
That's right.
100% failure rate for these procedures.
That's right. You can't change your sex.
To each his own, right? But I heard these two people consistently say, I'm not phobic. I'm not phobic. Like, no shame on me because it didn't work for me and I'm choosing to detransition. It wasn't a good idea for me and I'm blaming my parents and I'm not phobic. Don't push that fucking agenda on us. No fear. The fear is this mindset in a large capacity to our young children who already are confused with who they are, puberty, identity. To add to it is a problem. But all this disrespect, if y'all didn't catch the beginning, y'all might want to rewind and catch it from the beginning, because this all started. You talk about protect black women. I don't see the women stepping up to protect Jess Hilarious from being disrespected, called out, bullied, shamed, insulted, called all kind of names and grouping all of us in the same box. Shit ain't okay. Enough is enough. Pass the fucking message on. PSA. What side you on? Whose side you on? Because I ain't never claimed to be a bitch. So you bitches can go somewhere. The women, stand up. Me and my friends ain't never played that bitch game. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Women, looking for you. I don't mind being on the island by myself. Shout out to Jess Hilarious. A lot of them bitches is coming for her, and they're coming real disrespectful and shame, insults, mad, hateful. But we phobic. Fuck out of here. No, we just live in reality. That's all. Where's the love? Where's the love, y'all? Where's the love? Where's the love? Where's the love? Let's get back to that. I want to thank the devil. Yeah. I appreciate everybody for pulling up and popping in. It's Sunday. Hope I gave you a little time to reflect on what's going on. Get on board. Or sit on your shit stick. That's what I'm going to call it. Sit on your shit stick. It's because the devil is at work. He is at work, for real, for real. These demonic experiences around. Yeah, no. I think the devil puts the truth right up in your face. Right up in your face. So, we see it. We want to be in it. We want to join on. But it's happening. Y'all see it. Y'all be well. Please be kind to somebody besides yourself. Protect the children. Put the goddamn phones down for a little bit. And stop doing the devil's work.
If I was the devil, my first victim would be the kids From the moment they left their mother's precious wombs and were born, I would condition them to see racial division as a norm. And I wouldn't stop till I've stripped their innocence, divide and conquer. It's the oldest trick in the book of Genesis. And see, as they grew up, I would continue my infiltration. For 12 years, I would steal their hearts and minds from them and call it education. If I was the devil, my next victim will be women. I'd make old, out-of-touch men control women's bodies and rights. What better way to curse God than to disrespect the very bringers of life? Speaking of God, if I was the devil when it comes to religion, I put my plan together perfectly. I'd allow you to worship Jesus every Sunday, and on the other 6 days, I'd make you worship me. In the form of money, fame, lust, and greed, to my religion, I wouldn't need to convert you. I'd turn the 10 commandments to the 10 suggestions and make virtue signaling more important than virtue. I give you just enough religion to hate each other, but not enough to love each other. And for my final evil strategy, I'd make you forget the whole purpose of religion was spirituality. If I was the devil, I wouldn't come dressed in a red cape and pointy horns. I'd drive a Lambo, have a pretty face and a Gucci belt on. Basically, I'd take the form of everything you ever wished for and watch you create your own hell. I don't need to torch the earth. And as far as politicians go, I'd change nothing. They're already doing my dirty work. If I was the devil low-key, I'd be behind the scenes. You wouldn't have to see me. I would normalize dysfunction and call it reality TV. And in this reality, I would attack your self-worth, making it hard to heal from. I'd show you images of fake bodies and make them more attractive than real ones. If I was the devil, I'd make you pray to technology and idolize those who create it. I'd make clout the #1 drug and steal millions of lost souls as they chased it. Now, if I was the devil, I wouldn't do it all at once. I'd take my time instead. I'd eat away at your morals little by little, exactly how cancer spreads. Speaking of cancer, if I was the devil, I'd feed you tasty food that makes you ill. Then I'd turn your doctors into drug dealers, selling you pills that keep you coming back instead of truly heal. Yeah, if I was Lucifer, then I'd know life and death are in the tongue. So I'd make your knife and fork your executioner. See, you can't achieve higher consciousness if your body is sick. You won't opt for positive information if you have inflammation. If I was Satan, my cleverness would be admired. Why do you think the word inflammation literally means to set on fire? If I was the devil, I'd show you how to really flex. I would release pandemics on the world to give people the chance to really care for each other and then sit back and laugh as they exploited and became scared of each other. Basically, if I was the devil, I'd keep doing what I'm doing. God is my witness. I already control your systems. Don't try to fight against this. Because for my last trick, I would make smart people like you doubt whether I ever existed.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I'm Paul Stanley of KISS. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequencies. Everything in creation and in physical form has its own fundamental resonant frequency.